Dolphin's back now. This next one is called Tea.
And this.
But the night that he hit me, right in the gut, I threw up in his mouth and his hoodie filled up.
So, Leah Hales,
Yeah.
Rhythmtree review.
Cheddar. It's very good. There's not very many people here, which is excellent. So yeah. We are having the best time. There's loads to do here. You can do gong meditation, where they sit and bang gongs for you to be relaxed too. There are loads of activities that we haven't done.
Like what?
Laughter yoga, where you make yourself laugh. It's good for you. Normal yoga, lots of massage stuff. And music from around the world.
What we've seen has been good.
We saw Aswad, they were good. And the bees, they were good. Yeah, that was it. They've got alcoholic slush puppies here, which are amazing, because then you get to the end of the day and think, why am I drunk? I'm just drunk. So yeah, it's been good. Huxley made an amazing tarpaulin shelter.
Oh, there, hang on. I've
focus attacking the music. These words are the weapon that I'm using. I show focus approach and I don't notice I'm overtaking the poetry. Seeking the vote is hopeless. Simple emotion alleviating the made to affect the decision. I'm listening to my intuition. Up on a mission, both focus, open up the darker part 365. I've written paragraph, make it last. When I get in the mode and kill it. Telekinetic energy, mentally break the laws of physics with no limits. Passion accumulating deep. Driving a piece of the passion of free speech, leave deep. Leaving the lust of the keep sweet. Then enter the mode and open the mind to the inner voice can speak. Why would I want to be doing anything else? Feeling like nothing into imagine. What?
Leah's just bought Julie a present. It's a print of a tree at Rhythmtree. And then there's the artist lady there who actually painted it or drew it or whatever. It's bloody good. It's all like this art. It's quite nice.
That is good. They are beautiful, aren't they? They really are.
What's he doing?
He's eating a myriad of cheddars.
The cheddar central. Look at the little cheddar central. What does it say on your peg?
Huh?
What does it say on your peg?
Ooh, that's probably enough.
The Luxley Show on YouTube. That's what you're going to be on. Smile, wave at the world.
Sorry, John, with the laptop.
Yeah, but I'm getting round and round.
Come on, put your coffee down, you can do this. Everyone do this. That's it, everyone. That's it, Andrew. Okay, right, ready? Now turn your palms so your palms are facing outwards. And you got your thumbs down like that, that's lovely. Okay, now put your right arm over your left arm. Is that the right arm? Yeah, right arm over the left arm, yeah. Now link your finger. Oh, that man in the back, he's very clever. Okay, you're very, oh, she's very clever. Look at you, wiggling away, I like that. Okay, put that one down, put your index finger out. If you can lift the index finger of your right hand, apparently you're good at kissing. Ooh, you're good at kissing. Look at that. You know. Okay, put your thumbs so they're facing downwards. Okay. If you can do this, then you're an award-winning Isle of Wight magician. No, just me, just me. Okay, don't worry. I've got better tricks than this. We'll try and get an applause out of it. Still a bit like. You see that? I won't burn my hand. Yeah, no, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Huxley. I'm the award-winning Isle magician. I'll be back on to compare and show you a couple more tricks. Don't worry, the rest of them are far better. That was just the warm-up ones, right? And I would like to introduce you to the stage a fantastic local Isle of Wight performer. Give me a cheer if you're local. Give me a cheer if you're a mainlander. Open it, look at him go. Okay, so I'd like to introduce you to the stage, and if you want to check him out, you can do on Facebook and lots of different other places, including Adam Gaterell Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Adam Gaterell.
Hello. I'm going to be talking about some slightly more adult things than Huxley, but I don't think I'll be swearing, just so you're warned. It's 1 or 2 children, so I feel a bit uncomfortable with this, but we'll see how it goes. I'm a poet, I'm dyslexic. This is a poem about being dyslexic and dyslexia in the form of the English language, because it's very dyslexic. English. Not the language of Confucius, but confusing nonetheless. Eyes after E's except before C's, unless in a word where it isn't. Well, don't. Either they are or they aren't. Change it. There. Not there, but there. But there isn't theirs, theirs. They're wrong. Sorry, they are wrong. Because there is wrong. And how can I write the right direction when right has more meanings than spellings? Is it my right to write rightly wrong? Or is it my right to write right even though I have no right to do so? I seesaw between the correct grammatical traditions and the way my brain perceives things. I write the way I write because it's right for me. Their way may be soaked in tradition, but it's their way, and I use it when appropriate. It's my right to wrongly type quickly, to miss out letters and sometimes hold words. It's my right to ignore their traditions and break up paragraphs into thirds. It's my right to think that having 2 spellings and 4 meanings of the sound saw is too much to see. 3 spellings and 5 meanings of the sound right is wrong. And 3 spellings and 5 meanings of the sound there is misplaced. I stand here to beg that they change it for my sake, as when I read pages my brain starts to ache. I see words quake as letters break into flakes, so in 2014 please simplify English, so I can read more and my brain won't diminish. English is great, it truly fascinates me, but the way I write is not wrong. Yeah, I used to be a poet called the Isle of Wight punk poet because I was a bit angry. This is a true story, this next one. This one's about a chav I bumped into in London when I went to see some family. Me and chavs don't seem to get on very well. I don't know why, I've got no problem with them, but they seem to have a problem with me. So this is the chav and the cider. One night while I walked, in front of chav talked, he with his friends and I full of cider. And obtusely the chav had a look on his face and he pushed me. There we stood foot to foot, face to face. Oi you, the obtuse chav said. You're blocking my walking, you're right in my way. I'm a man to be scared of and this be my street. Get out of my way now before I give you some beats. Who's in whose way? I snapped back at the boy. I'm out to get vodka for my Uncle Roy. So in fact you're in my way and of you I asked to move. I go to Sainsbury's and it's you I disapprove. Then a cap-wearing chav grew a Neanderthal chin. Sod you, he said, I'm going to smash your face in. So you better run or you'll be proper dead. Otherwise I'll rip you to shreds. And I say to you, I yell back at the boy, by the time you'll have hit me I'll be long gone to Roy's. So get out of my way, I insist for your safety. I'll stand here not budging, and I did verily. But that's when the chav hit me quite suddenly. Well, of course the chav hit me, that was his only action, unless it was some sort of Neanderthal attraction. But the night that he hit me, right in the gut, I threw up in his mouth and his hoodie filled up.
We've got the founder and the host of the Verbal Remedies, which is a night that you can go to at various different places on the mainland. If you want to check that out, check out Twitter at Verbal HQ. That's Verbal HQ on Twitter. If you tweet like a twit. Okay, so Verbal HQ, leg ski. Let's give it up. Start here. Build it up, build it up. Build it up, build it up. Bit more, bit more, bit more. Is it neither? He's not coming out until we get to here. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. Go nuts for leg ski!
Hello everyone. Aswad tricked me last night and he kept making me go woo, and now my voice is a bit croaky, so I'll do my best. So yeah, hello everyone. My name's Lagan, and I've come to make a statement of entertainment using an arrangement of these syllables. The ones that I love like my mum, which is unconditional. My driving licence is provisional and I can be a bit cynical, but I don't let that affect my work when my background is clinical. You see, I'm training as a general nurse, but that's another story. And I ain't going to say what I do each day, and I've got a morning glory. I don't want to leave you feeling poorly, which is what you expect from nursing, surely. I've never made a secret of my fear from horses, and sometimes I chat shit because I accidentally swallowed a suppository. T106 1987 is the day I began on my journey to heaven. Came out of my mum as a cesarean and got onto my own path as a pedestrian. I've lived in many different postcodes, but now I'm perched cosy on the south coast. In Bournemouth town, where it's better than most, I don't want to rub it in your face and I try to boast. But a beach ain't full of bitches, there's just loads of pretty ladies. We've got 2 KFCs in town, and you know they both sell cracking gravy. Raves amaze me, I've got problems like Jay-Z. I've never ever played a ukulele and I plan on quitting smoking one day. Maybe. For about 10 years now, I've been cruising under a pseudonym. My anatomy's slim and I've got 4 limbs, a mad imagination like the Brothers Grimm. The main difference being, hallucinations I ain't seeing. Instead, witty metaphors are what I'm decreeing. Kinda like a bohemian comedian that's more fun than helium. Am I ever going to stop? Heck no. I'm sticking around like a gecko. I love most forms of electro and fancy girls because I'm hetero. Always willing to pick up the mic and get go because music takes control and makes me let go. Dolphin's back now. This next one is called T. You may have heard that down on the ditch, but I'm allowed to swear here, so it's a bit more better. My dad once told me that he only had kids so that they could put the kettle on. We never had a metal one, it was a crappy plastic yellow one. And as is the way with functioning kettles, Once the water got hot, the bubbles were popped, and spewed over the top. I used to drop quite a lot into the kitchen side, but as I filled up that mug, I got filled up with pride, and so I'd slide across the line. Now, it's a big part of my life, bro. The thought of tea just makes my mind blow, plus the light in the kettle emits a nice glow. I describe a cuppa as a hug and a mug with 2 sugars, sent by a being that's above us. Tea will endlessly love us like a hot beverage mother. And when my brain's annihilated after I've got inebriated, my palate becomes salivated by the drink that's naturally caffeinated. I go as far as saying as I'm infatuated by this highly rated, uncomplicated, somewhat sophisticated beverage, and I hope that that's been clearly demonstrated. Let's rewind a couple of lines. I said that tea was uncomplicated. But some of the teas I've tasted, I don't know how those people made it, but it's left me a little more than frustrated, to the point where I've actually wasted the whole bloody thing. I mean, honestly. The methodology behind making tea properly is easier than putting your cock into a Johnny. My philosophy is 2 sugars followed by a tea bag. I prefer the pyramid bags by PG Tips. Their brews always make me lick my lips, and while I'm waiting for the kettle switch to flick, I grab some chocolate chip biscuits to dip and then place the packet on the table next to where I'm going to sit. Once the water reaches prime tea making temperature, we can continue on our journey as a tea making adventurer, filling up the cup, leaving enough room for the white stuff, otherwise you're running the risk of making your beverage taste quite rough. Give it a stir. Give your tea bag a squeeze. Now, truly believe you'll find your cup of tea tastes nothing short of sweet. Head into the lounge, kick back and relax. When it comes to the biscuits, why not munch the whole pack? I lack the discipline to contemplate any other thought than that, and my metabolism is ace, so it's not like I'll get fat. Sipping on the tea to acquire maximum refreshment. When it comes to tea's #1 fan, I'm at the very least a contestant. But its moment is evanescent. My drink is disappearing. Peering down the cup, I can see more porcelain appearing, but in its taste I'm revering. My heart it's commandeering. Nothing in the world's worth fearing when I'm sipping a cup of Darjeeling. And so I raise my mug. I raise my mug to the many blends, to the friends that I get to drink it with, and the comfort it brings me on life's twists and bends. And now I'm ending this poem by letting you all know, putting on the kettle as soon as I get home. Thank you. I got one more for you. For that Polish lady over there. Saved me. After my best mate got killed, I sank down and she saved me. And no one's ever heard this, and no one will hear it again. So yeah, this is for you, man. Monsky, honestly. I can't imagine where I'd be without you right now. I hold a bond with you that I hold with no other, and even though we both have different mothers, you're my sister, and I love you. You're the yang to my yin, my sibling, my kin. The second you walked into my life, I had a feeling you wouldn't be leaving. You were there when I most needed, from all the hugs and squeezes when I was down, depleted and beaten, to teaching me how to release my demons. You led me out in the dark and into the light You led me out of the dark and into the light like a beautiful big boob Jesus. An eagle of freedom, revealing to me my very own Garden of Eden. Do you remember that evening when we were practicing clinical skills and had to practice feeding? We ended up rolling around on the floor, squealing with laughter while looking up at the ceiling? Well, that was the night that this cohesion deepened, and I was reminded of the reasons I even believe in breathing. You're a completely mental entity with some absolutely wicked energy. The opposite of an enemy with whom I cherish every memory. A little confession, kinda can't wait till we're elderly. Picture it. 2 tattooed old-timers with Alzheimer's trying to reenact what we call timeless scenes from the movie Borat. You'll never get this, la 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 la. But one day, she break out of the cage, and she get this. High five. I could already imagine the wide-eyed panic on the face of the nurses, unsure whether to be worried or nervous about us playing hide-and-seek behind the purple curtains. They reverse us back to our seats and remind us that this is a care home, not some geriatric urban circus. For nigh on half a decade, you've been the mate to whom I've conveyed my deepest, darkest secrets, knowing that you keep it. Well, apart from that one mishap when you mentioned the fact that I'd shagged Jen. She didn't speak to me again for a while after that. But, apart from that, impeccable. Our souls are so intertwined, we'll be forever inseparable. You have so much of my heart, you're essentially my left ventricle. As an ingredient in my life, you're completely essential, which is why I say thank you, Monsky, for being so bloody special. I've been Lexi, thank you, everybody.
Give it up one more time for Lexi, in it goes. Oh, I like that. Right, we've got Anan, who's coming up in a minute, who is releasing his solo EP very soon. It's called On the Southwest Winds, and he also plays as a lead frontman in a Latin rock band, Perchango, so you can check them out, Perchango. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, your feet, your legs, your everything. I'll cross your eyes, cross your hands, go on, give them up, give it up, give it up, give it up, for Selby! Yeah. Yeah.
This next one's called Kaye, which means come. In, like, come here. Kaye, sister, Kaye. Excuse me. Kaye, sister, Kaye. Kaye, brother, Kaye. Noga tukide. Kaye tukide. Kaye, brother, Kaye. Kaye, sister, Kaye, Noga tukinde. Kaye tukinde. He knew a warm wind, hardened soles of feet and calloused hands from goatskin beats. He knew chance to ease the sea as he coaxed ropes and pulled nets on the west of Africa's breast. He knew hope in his surroundings and that they would provide. Through seasons and tide, the gods divided the rights, but the world don't stop turning, man. At times, the pure and just deserving lose their portion of the serving. Harmony walks a thin line, blind to who guides her. At times, she is tipped when she bleeds. She will empty the skies and close the seas. He knew a warm breeze. He knew hunger as he knew today. He knew father's pride, mother's ache, baby brother's wailing cries. He knew you can't stop this way. He knew the gift of each day. Every meal praised. The struggle liberates. He knew to dance. Kaye, sister, Kaye. Kaye, brother, Kaye, Noga tukinde. Kaye tukinde. Kaye, brother, Kaye. Kaye, sister, Kaye, Noga tukinde. Kaye tukinde. She knew a heavy chest, buried in kisses of forgiveness on cheeks where fists and lips fought for space. She knew dense air between four walls shared with lager on breath, with fear and pain. She knew shouts of, "Look what you made me do! Look what you made me do." Because some monsters love to keep us amused while they paint you in black and blue. A self-portrait of sorts, using you because their canvas was torn, the only art she ever knew, heart as she knew bone. Couldn't see the end, let alone the start. When alone, we depend on demons to keep us warm. They step ever closer in the storm, creatures from the deep and dark will come to host your ghost. She knew a rooftop, the edge, the view down, a kiss of the breeze. She knew shaking knees. She knew stepping back and running for city streets, gasping and noisy air, free. Kaye, sister, Kaye. Kaye, brother, Kaye, Noga tukinde. Kaye tukinde. He knew astray grey skies, tower rises, overlook cries, charges of congestion compressed in expectation of adolescent initiation of aggression, boyhood to mendacity. When told the world owes you, hatred buries deep. I see these tribes of violence form, these alliances of broken silence. Take a little, break a little, make a little noise. Give them hell, boy. Give them blood. Make yourself heard, because it's us against them, it's us against them, it's us against them. They tend to take. So he paced and stole diamonds cut rough in the shape of chemical rush and jewels in paper weight. Was it they who disguised our youth in hate, our fortune in fame, our love in flesh? Because we will blame them like we blame the rain, while we are here needing hush, needing some touch, needing to be safe. So dance, so run, so break. Make yourself heard, make your story be told, but know what you know can change. Thank you.
Age 25. I got a penis extension last year to make the girls go wow. I've regretted it ever since because my house looks stupid now. Finally today I'm here reminiscing, 32 years old and still not king, but if I think about it honestly, I really wouldn't change a thing. Anyway.